How's it going, everyone? It's Kahuna Koala here, and we are back for the top cut of the Unified Minds League Cup at Battle Bunker Reforged. And talking about top cut, we are back with Curtis. How's it going, Curtis?
Hey everyone, it's going well.
Great stuff, man. So, as we heard from the last time, we've got there was the 4 people who made top cut, which was Curtis, myself, Eugene, and Gareth. And this is the final now. After we obviously saw myself beating Gareth, and Eugene went on to beat Curtis in the semi-final, and here we have Eugene and myself in the finals. All right, so let's just get straight into things as always. So Curtis will be commentating for me, and I will be commentating for Eugene.
So it looks like Kyle's going first, and Kyle plays a cherish ball. So Kyle's starting with a Guardian, and the cherish balls for another Gardevoir Sylveon GX.
Seems like the normal play for this deck.
Yeah. So this matchup is a bit different for Kyle in that Eugene plays the Darkrai Umbreon GX, which can really hurt if Kyle doesn't set up 3 Gardevoir Sylveons, or at least have 3 Gardevoir Sylveons on the bench.
Yeah, that is one thing to take note of, as well as the fact that Eugene playing Dark Box, none of the Fairy Charms come into play in this matchup, and that's generally what the Guardian deck is all about. But we see Power Plant, and that is quite an integral part for this matchup, shutting down some key abilities. So you see Eugene draw Professor Alm's lecture there,
and he plays the Professor Alms.
And he plays it straight off the bat. So obviously Professor Alms, for those who don't know, he gets to search his deck for 3 Pokemon with 60 HP or less and put them into his hand. And his general rule of thumb is to get a Sneasel, get a Litten, and either a Ditto or a Vulpix, so that he can get that turn 2 Incineroar as quickly as possible.
And here it looks like he gets the... still searching through his deck for checking numbers. Okay, I wasn't sure he was going to get the Vulpix, which... If he has the Ditto, you probably always get the Ditto and then grab your other preferred.
So he's got the Ditto that can evolve into any stage 1 Pokemon, and he's got the Litten and the Sneasel.
So Eugene shuffling up.
Obviously starting with the Dena GX for Eugene isn't the best start, but yeah, that's, for now it's a sacrifice, it's a pawn for now.
Eugene will look to set up the Weavile as soon as possible, and an Incineroar. That's the main way to get energies in play with his deck, and then look to attack with one of the many tag team GXs that he does play in the deck.
So Eugene passes and it's over to me.
Kyle draws a Fairy Energy and attaches to his active, and just uses Fairy Song for 2 basic Fairy Energies.
Yeah, so right now trying to play as aggressively as possible, I suppose, get as many energies as I can onto the field, but I mean, very weird turn. Must have been a dead hand, I can't really remember.
So Eugene plays a Cynthia.
So it doesn't look like Eugene's hand was too big either to hit the Cynthia straight off the draw.
Eugene ideally looking for a Cherish Ball, that way he can grab the Alolan Ninetales.
Well, he first needs to get something to get rid of that stadium. Alolan Ninetales right now does nothing, so me playing the Power Plant on turn 1 was quite important. I think he needs to get rid of it so that he can do the Ninetales for the Cherish Ball and the Rare Candy to get the Incineroar. And of course Incineroar does nothing with Power Plant either, so Power Plant is a really big deal. He needs to get rid of this Power Plant now.
Eugene does play 5 stadiums, if I'm not mistaken, the 4 Dark City and the 1 Black Market. And you see him draw the stadium there.
I think he did confess that he played the 3 Dark City and 1 Black Market. I think it was 4 stadiums in total. And I was playing 4 Power Plants and a Wondrous Labyrinth, so I was actually playing 5 stadiums this tournament.
Ah, okay. So we see Eugene does have the stadium in hand, but doesn't look like he has much else.
Yeah, he's got a Pokemon Fan Club there, but it's obviously clearly supportive for the turn already. It looks like he's just going to attach him fast by the look of it. When he play the Dark City, is it going to be doing anything right now? For those who haven't seen it, Dark City gives all basic Dark Pokemon free retreat, so quite a cool card in Dark Box, especially with Weavile GX down. You see the Adventure Bag, allowing me to get 2 tool cards of my choice. Obviously the Fairy Charm is doing nothing in this matchup, so the other option is Choice Helmet, which will reduce damage from GX's Vitality.
I'll just grabbing the Fairy Charm anyway, just to thin it out the deck so that you don't draw into it in the future.
We see that Chip Ice Axe there again.
Yep.
It didn't come into play on my other game, so I hope that we see it come out here.
So Kyle not shuffling properly yet, because I think he's gonna go back in. Probably using the Fairy Charm. Oh, there we go. So both Kyle and Eugene not having the strongest starts to the first game.
See
oh, there we go.
Tag switch, moving 2 energies from Guardian to Guardian right now.
And now Kyle putting on the pressure. Doing the Kaleidostorm.
For 150 and not moving any energies. Obviously, at this point, Curtis, my hand must have been pretty bad.
Yeah.
The fact that I didn't even move 1 energy, that's quite scary. If he manages to knock out this Guardian now, I'm in a pretty bad spot.
Yeah, and Eugene actually top decks the Weavile and then plays the Pokemon Fan Club, which allows him to grab 2 basic Pokemon
and put them into his hand. Very important for the DNA. Obviously with the Weavile GX with its Shadow Connection, allowing you to move basic dark energies around to your other Pokemon however you like. It's what the deck is all about. I mean, this is why we have Dark Box, Weavile GX, right?
So Kyle, Eugene just making sure what's in his deck there. He decides to grab the Darkrai Umbreon GX, and looks like he's eyeing up that Sneasel. All the Vulpix,
all the Sneasel,
and the grab the Sneasel.
I think if anything, it was just to thin the deck out a little bit here.
Yeah.
You could have gone for that Darkrai Prism, which is pretty good. It'll help him accelerate quickly, but I guess he's using what he's got here. He's got no energies in hand, so Darkrai Prism wouldn't be doing much. He benches both of the Darkrai Umbreon and the Sneasel.
Interesting. Looks like he's got a custom catcher in hand, and not much else.
So we see the manual retreat here. Into the Dene.
Into the Sneasel.
Oh, wow.
From the Dene.
Correct, yeah. See, an energy recycle for 1. Energy recycle for 1 energy. That's crazy. So I did see the custom catcher, so it looks like Eugene's gonna dig here. So we see Eugene draw 2 cards of the custom catcher.
Cynthia.
And the dark energy. So he's got a supporter for next turn. That's exactly what he wants to see right now. So he's not having the best start either yet.
So he's probably gonna attach to the Darkrai Umbreon GX and just leave the Sneasel there to be knocked out.
Cool, passing over.
Kyle top decks a Pokegear and plays down the
all important power plant here, because we know, look, in Eugene's current board state, if he has to get an Alola Ninetales now, he's going to be popping off in a big way. So it's all about trying to stop the play for me right now, right?
And with the Pokegear, Kyle grabs a Coach Trainer. He probably ideally would have wanted to grab the greens, just to
maybe get this
possibly get a knockout, or to get custom catches using the knockout.
Yeah,
using the custom catches to get the knockout.
If I had to get custom catches of the greens right now, I would have probably gone for the Ditto to stop the Ninetales from coming.
Yeah. Which is a very important part of Eugene's deck.
That's a huge hand, but to be honest, all I'm seeing is Fairy Charms in that hand of mine.
So Kyle deciding what he wants to do. Plays the Coach Trainer for 4, doesn't look like he draws much, and then uses Kaleidostorm again for 150 and moves no energy again.
Really bad. You see a Cynthia of Eugene straight off the gate. There's really nothing for him there. So Eugene hoping to get a Cherish Ball and something to get rid of the stadium. 6 cards, he needs 2 out of the 6. There's the stadium and there's the Cherish Ball, so it looks like Eugene is on his way to actually get his game up and running now. You see the attachment to the active Umbreon Darkrai? plays down Black Market. Black Market denying a prize basically. So Black Market allows your opponent to take one less prize card when there's a dark energy attached to a dark Pokemon in play that gets knocked out.
Yeah.
So we see Cherish Ball for the Ninetales GX with its mysterious guidance here. So he gets to, when he evolves, he gets to search his deck for 2 item cards and put them into his hand. And as always, he takes a Cherish Ball and a Rare Candy. Cherish Ball for Incineroar, uses Rare Candy to evolve the Litten. And then we're going to see that Scar Charge ability. Scar Charge putting 30 damage on himself, and he gets to attach 3 energies from his deck to Incineroar. So he's well on his way. He's starting. I haven't got any further. So it looks like I'm going to be on the back foot now.
And with that Weavile, he can just automatically move those energies up to the Darkrai Umbreon GX. And he does play the Reset Stamp now.
Reset Stamp, yeah.
Probably didn't notice that you hadn't played anything out of the began.
Oh look, at the end of the day, with all those Fairy Charms going back into my deck, it's not exactly a bad play either. He knows that I had at least 1 Fairy Charm in my hand. So I might just be drawing those same deck cards back again. Sick. Another custom catcher for 2. He drew a Dark City and a Cynthia there. He's got no way to get another energy out, so we're not going to be seeing Umbreon Darkrai's a GX attack, which is insane. We're rather going to be seeing the Black Lance for 150, and he gets to snipe the bench for 60. But because of resistance and the choice helmet, he does a flat 100.
Kyle drew a card for his turn and doesn't look too happy with his hand at the moment. Doing some maths or some wizardry there, trying to figure out what he needs to do next.
some quick maths. Balls analysis. Looking at the top 7 and taking 2 trainer cards from the top 7. Doesn't look like a great top 7 there.
No. I saw 2 Pokegears, a Fairy Charm,
A reset stamp. 2 reset stamps. I see a greens on the first card there though, I think.
Can't tell. It's either greens or coach trainer possibly.
Pretty sure it's greens. Gotta eat them carrots, Curtis. Got a great potion in there, I think.
Kyle deciding what 2 cards he wants to take. Grabs the reset stamp and the greens. I think pretty much like a coach trainer, but anyway.
Nervous shuffling. I realize I'm in trouble. So we're going to try and stop the GX from getting off. I think I'll play a Wondrous Labyrinth here. This is just a power plant. Another power plant. So look, it stops at Weavile from moving energies around. I guess it is quite crucial. But we did see the Dark City in Eugene's hand, so he's not going to be too bothered by that right now. Not sure what's...
I think you're trying to do math to see if you can heal it or leave it as is.
I don't know what my hold up is. So you see the Kaleidostorm for 150.
And you move all the energies to the benched God of War Sylveon.
Basically telling Eugene, can't get it. No, I'll put one back, I'll put one back, I'll put one back. Just in case of a sneaky custom catcher, I'd be stuck in a horrible position then, right? I think I realized that I had an energy spin in hand.
Okay. Then we see the Dark City getting rid of Kyle's power plant. And it seems like every time Kyle plays a stadium, Eugene has a counter stadium for it at the crucial times.
Without fail.
So Eugene using another Scar Charge for 3 Dark Energies. So that Incineroar is now up to 60 damage.
And that Darkest Tornado GX is incredible. We see, obviously, it has 50 damage for each damage counter on him, and because he damages himself, at this point that Incineroar is hitting for 310 damage. That wipes out any tag team in the game right now. So that's insane. That's really big damage.
So we'll see what Eugene does here. And it looks like he's playing a Cynthia.
That's it. So he's getting a fresh 6.
Let's see what else Eugene gets here. With that Dark City being in play also helps quite a bit, because he doesn't really have anybody stuck in the active spot.
Also, if he gets anything off the top, like a Zoroark Ninja or Mega Sableye Tyranitar, it's very flexible. He can put anything down the bench, retreat, move energies to it, and start attacking immediately. And I mean, he's got 8 energies in play. If you could get another 2 energies in play, that Mega Sableye Tyranitar's GX is crazy. Discarding the top 15 cards of your opponent's deck. That's disgusting. So yeah, I mean, his options are very much open right now.
We see a Pokemon Communication, putting away an Incineroar, and then see what he grabs. Looks like he's eyeing out the
He's eyeing out the
Mega Sableye. Yeah, he grabs it. So there we see the Mega Sableye and Tyranitar GX. And he's used the Weavile ability, retreated the Darkrai Umbreon GX, and moved all the energies to the Mega Sableye Tyranitar GX.
Mega Sableye Tyranitar, you can call it Megatar. Megatar doing some serious damage to that Greedy Crush. Because it's a GX, he gets to take an extra prize when it's knocked out by Greedy Crush. So he gets to take 4 prizes. And by the looks of things, I mean, the God was Silver looks like he's spot on the mats. That's reduced by 50, so he's doing 160, and he's got 260, so that's exactly enough. By the T, it looks like he's going to be taking the knockout here. I think he's just working it out as well, taking Choice Helmet and Resistance into factor here. He looks like he's going to get the knockout there.
And he uses the Greedy Crush.
Yeah, Greedy Crush, and so he takes 4 prizes, a 4-prize turn for Eugene. So pressure is on, boys.
Our top decks of greens.
First things first, right? Resets them. Now, the big question is, can I pull off another power plant?
So the reset stamp really only helps Kyle if he can draw into his power plant, because Eugene's got pretty much everything on board that he needs, except for another stadium to counter the stadium.
Eugene got a Pokegear and Professor Arm's lecture that resets them, so he could potentially still get another synth here.
Yeah. But Eugene has 8 energy in play.
See the energy spinner. Obviously taking the opportunity to have a quick scratch to the deck and see if everything's okay.
So Kyle needs the stadium, just checking whether or not he has the stadium in the deck. So energy spinner for 1 energy attaches to the God of War Sylveon, and I think you have the stadium in hand.
I've got the Wondrous Labyrinth in hand there.
But not the power plant that's required. And you grab the power plant.
And a great potion as well, dealing 50 damage of your active GX Pokemon. Almost made a big misplay with that card in testing. Didn't realize that it had to be the active, but as always, that's exactly why we test, right? To learn and find out exactly how to play our decks.
Yeah. Especially when testing out newer decks and cards that you don't actually normally use often, that makes a big difference. So Kyle uses the Great Potion, and that God was Sylveon now has 10 damage on it and plays down the power plant.
I think at this point I'm actually stuck because he hasn't used his GX yet. So if the Mega Tyranitar doesn't take because Mega Tyranitar can't knock me out now, he needs to do 270 to knock me out. So, but that Incineroar GX, I think he's going to come into play here.
Yeah, if Eugene can find the counter stadium. Oh, he doesn't even need the counter stadium.
He doesn't need the counter.
Yeah,
he's just he does the manual retreat, the 4 retreat cost. And then we go ahead and see it. So we see that Darkest Tornado with 310, and Eugene takes game 1. So that's game 1 to Eugene. So I don't know, Curtis, as an objective third party here, what suggestions could you have given me after game 1 then?
There's not much There's not much else you could have done. I think your start wasn't the greatest, and that sort of pushed you back, because if you were able to start a little bit better, you could have taken advantage of the fact that Eugene also had nothing in the beginning.
I think a crucial miss there for me was that double custom catcher for the Ditto on the bench.
Yeah.
Without the Ditto or the Vulpix hitting him into the lowland Ninetales GX, I don't think the setup is as consistent there.
No. I also think you could have possibly used Guardian's GX attack to knock out the Dedenne when you had the opportunity.
Yes,
and just put the 150 on it and then just hit on the bench for the rest of the game.
Obviously, you with this deck, you want to try and hit that GX off to lock your opponent out for a turn and take the game. But I mean, and you know, hindsight is always 2020.
Yep.
So that's just the way the cookie crumbles. And if it wasn't for this, or if not for me learning, I hope everybody who's watching is learning from my mistakes, so that in future, if they want to go ahead and pilot the Guardian deck, then at least they can learn from our plays.
Seems to be a theme of this tournament. Hindsight is 2020.
Hindsight is 2020, and learn from your misplays, I suppose.
Yeah. And read the cards carefully.
As always, guys, for those who are watching, if you like the video, pop a like down there and subscribe for future content. We're going to be doing a couple of deck profiles and some deck testing that we're going to be putting on YouTube, and we might be doing some live streams as well. So keep an eye out. There's a lot more content coming your way.
Okay, so Kyle, Eugene decks game 1, so that probably means Kyle will start.
Strangely enough with Guardian, I don't always want to start. Getting a turn 1 fairy song isn't always a bad thing. But yeah, I think I do go first there. Especially when it comes down to the finals of a League Cup. You really, I don't want to give you, if anything, I'm going first to not allow Eugene to go first.
Yeah.
I don't want Eugene to go first. So
yeah, you don't want Eugene to get the turn 3 evolution. You'd rather let him wait to the turn 4.
Exactly, yeah. Let's do that right.
Okay, so we see one mulligan from Kyle.
And
did you mulligan quite a lot this tournament?
I was actually going to say, like, strangely enough, playing only 5 Pokemon, I didn't mulligan that much. I think I might have, there was a couple of games where I mulligan maybe once or twice, but nothing more than twice.
I think there was one round where we all had to wait for you guys to finish setting up because of the mulligans.
Yeah, maybe. I think I remember that as well. I remember.
So you see the double Guardian start from Kyle, and is that the Mega?
That's the Megatar. That's it, Megatar.
So we see turn 1 power plant, which is crucial for that Dedenne's.
Yes.
Which Eugene does rely on early game to get his setup going.
You see the greens.
Going for the classic greens into greens.
Yeah, I was gonna say, knowing me, get greens or greens, right? Greens and a coach trainer.
Oh wow.
I'm keeping my options open right there. I think
so we see the choice helmet on the active Gardevoir Sylvia.
I think at this point, for me, I just want to get cards in my hand. I mean, I started with a bit of a perfect start, so to speak.
Yeah.
Power plant, choice helmet, energy. I mean, I don't think I needed anything else, so just keeping my options open.
So we see Eugene going for the same play, the Professor Elms again. I think he started Professor Elms every game, possibly this tournament.
I think it might have been one game.
I know in the Swiss rounds and in the top 4 against me, he started Professor Elms every single game.
We played in Swiss and I managed to win 2-0 in that game, but Eugene had big issues getting rid of my power plants, and that's obviously, you can see in both of these games so far, I try and get power plant out immediately because I saw how it affected him when we played in Swiss. So yeah. So
Eugene opts not to go for the Ditto and grabs a Sneasel, Vulpix, a Lowland Vulpix and a Litten of their Professor Arms. The Ditto was in the deck.
If I could, in an ideal world, if I could target down the Vulpix or the Litten now, it would be incredible. But unfortunately, going first, I have got no access to any damaging attacks other than Xerneas GX now this next turn. You see the attachment?
To the Megatar and the pass.
another Guardian.
Do you play the Guardian?
I don't think it's necessary right now. Umbreon Darkrai is not down. See a Coach Trainer, I think I'm just trying to buff up my hand a little bit there.
I see the Fairy Energy, so that's good.
I think I'm gonna go for my famous 2-2. I get the active up to 2 and I will bench, and I'll get the bench onto 2 as well, leaving the options open, right?
Yeah.
At this point, my third energy can go anywhere, so his targets, whatever he targets is a little bit meaningless at this point.
Yes. You can't see what falls in your hand at the moment. Oh, so you see
I stamped him! That's like some kinetic powers there.
I think you stamped it because of the mulligan, and then you just saw him play the Professor Arms. He didn't play anything else. He just kept his hand.
And he had quite a decent hand there.
I think he had another 2 energies. Pokemon.
He had a rare candy and a Cynthia. So I mean, it would have been one less card to get off the Ninetales. If he wanted, he gets the Ninetales.
And the Cynthia. And
he got everything. But he didn't get a stadium though. That's big. He didn't get a stadium. That is huge. So we see a Pokecom, and he puts the Ninetales back. Right there and then, I can tell you guys, I am super happy right now. Because the fact that he put that back, I know already. I've got him in a spot now where it gives him a little bit of time to build up some damage on board, right?
So Eugene grabs the Incineroar, just evolves using the candy into the active Incineroar, and he attaches to the Megatar and the Cynthias.
There are no Scar charges just yet.
So Eugene's really hoping for a stadium here, and possibly a Weavile to help him, or even...
Yeah, Weavile is not going to help him right now. Look, getting the Weavile on board is very important because it stops me from aiming down on that Sneasel. You see him get the Cherish Ball. And he's got a Pokegear, but he's got no stadium. So I get a free pass here. This is a very important turn.
And then the Weavile will only help him if he had the stadium as well.
Exactly.
Because then you could get that Megatar up to 5 energies and start hitting for 210, which would be 160 with the Choice Helmet and the Resistance.
Correct. And also, look, like I said, Nana, like getting the Weavile down now just allows him to be safe from me targeting down that Weavile and shutting it down for later.
The Sneasel, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Sneasel is good.
Eugene taking a look at the 3 cards that Kyle played so far.
And the stamp. Look, at this point, that's probably one of the reasons why I was trying to fatten up my hand. I mean, stamp, no stamp. I had a greens in my hand. I think that's the one thing I had going for me in my hand. But I had no energies though, Curtis. I had no energies in hand there. So I would have been relying on attack switch to attack this turn.
Yeah.
So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
That's your...
I see energy. That's all I see. That's all that matters. I see energy.
Eugene's thinking whether or not he uses that change ball or he just saves it.
He's trying to fool me. He's trying to trick me to think that he's got a bad hand there.
So you got the energy there, and you're gonna attach to the active.
I have another Coach Trainer. My hand's about to get supersized.
So Coach Trainer for 4, because Kyle has attacked in Pokemon in the active spot, he gets to do that 2 extra cards. Bring him up to 4. Coach Trainer.
I gotta be honest, when Coach Trainer first came out, I really thought that it wasn't that great. But drawing 4 cards on top of a 7 card hand, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I think the Coach Trainer is very quite a situational and dependent on the type of deck that you play.
So I did the Kaleidostorm. I looked at my hand obviously to check if I had another energy to recover. And yeah, I just go all in with the Kaleidostorm and I move 1 energy back. You see a Pokegear, there is a Dark City on top, unfortunately he missed it. You see a Nanu?
Nani?
Nani? There's a Nanu? Is he gonna take it though? Does he want me to know that he's playing Nanu? Nanu, for those who don't know what it does, right? You're gonna take a dark Pokemon from your discard pile, any dark Pokemon,
And replace it with
a Pokemon you play. I think it's got to be a basic dark Pokemon. I'll have to look.
Yeah, I think so, because when we yes, to play it, I think it is a basic. But I remember he used it against me in the Swiss rounds, and I was just, huh? This card exists.
Exactly. Nanu?
And I think he grabbed the. Okay, he's not playing the Nanu.
But he grabbed it. He grabbed it.
I think some people are just trying to read what the card does.
So Nanu, basically, then you choose a basic Pokemon from your discard pile, a basic dark Pokemon, and switch it with one of your Pokemon you play, and then any cards attached to it, damage counters, special conditions, everything else stay on that card. So it's pretty cool to get rid of the Ninetales. You can maybe bring in one of the tag teams that's been knocked out before. So Eugene passes, he couldn't really do anything that turn.
He attaches the Dark Energy to the Sneasel. That's about it. The Power Plant really coming into play here, keeping Eugene's options down. Kyle has another energy, and he plays the energy fidget spinner.
Fidget spinner.
Grabs the one fairy energy. This Power Plant is hurting Eugene quite badly. He hasn't been able to get rid of it after all those turns. And then Kyle takes 3 prizes.
Going down to 3, and Eugene is scooping.
So Kyle takes game 2. So on to game 3.
1-all in the finals. I don't think he gets any more nail biting than this. I'm just showing him that I had the greens there, right? So I could have got the custom catch and just start shutting other things down. But yeah, that's unfortunately some bad luck for Eugene, but also Power Plant doing the damage, as I mentioned earlier. I mean, Power Plant really hurts Dark Box. And I understand Eugene plays more than enough stadiums, but as Pokemon is, if you don't draw into them,
you can't play them.
You're gonna have a bad time. So guys, in the comments below, while we're going on, think about it. Think about who you think is going to take this cup. Pop a comment down there and let us know what you think. If you see any misplays, if you see any missed commentary, please let us know. I really enjoy the feedback, and I do reply to each and everybody who pops a nice little comment down in the YouTube videos. What do you think of Eugene's sleeve cover there?
It's very unique color. Personally, not a favorite of mine.
I just think any Dragon Shield matte sleeve is a good sleeve.
Yeah.
In hindsight, playing with these Professor sleeves, they look beautiful, but shuffling with them,
no, they weren't too bad. Suppose if you shuffle the way you're shuffling them, at that point there, it does get difficult.
Yeah, mass shuffling is very difficult. Riffling is okay. I don't normally riffle that much, but I had to riffle a lot because of the fact that those sleeves just really aren't that nice.
I enjoy the riffling, the riffle shuffle, because it just makes you look cool.
Well, I like to smash shuffle because I've got it down to like a nice little flare. So it looks very nice.
So we see another mulligan from Kyle. Hopefully just the one mulligan.
At this point we're about 30 to 35 minutes into the game. And finals, well, top cut at our league cups are an hour time limit. So we've still got more than enough time to play games. I think it was quite a good call by Eugene to just scoop there at that point. He didn't really have anything going, and it allows to give it enough time to just get things rolling. You don't want to get stuck in a sudden death or a next prize win situation. So it looks like I got my basic.
Two basics,
and I'm pretty sure they're both going to be Guardians.
So Eugene draws his mulligan.
Have you seen
starts the
Zoroark Greninja coming out for Eugene for the first time in this matchup, with its Dark Pulse doing 30 plus 30 more for each Dark Energy in play. That is attached to all of your Pokemon, which is crazy. And Dark Union GX allows you to put a combination of 2 Dark Pokemon GX or EX from your discard pile onto your bench. Straight onto the bench. So you can take an Incineroar straight from the discard pile, straight onto your bench, start Scar Charging. But I think in Eugene's build, there are a lot more important GXs, like Incineroar's GX attack, and as well as Umbreon Darkrai's Dark Moon. I think even the Megatar's Gigafall GX is even a little bit better than using the Zoroark Ninja, since he plays the Littens and he's got that nice flow with the Ninetales and the rare candies.
So we see Eugene play the Ditto down, and then he Professor Alm for 2 Littens and a Sneasel, opting not to go for the Vulpix.
Look at this very familiar start. You see the choice helmet, the power plant. It's like it's a
coach trainer.
It's a mirror start from a lot of the games.
And the 1 energy. So Carl's doing his favorite attack, the Fairy Song.
Not my favorite attack, but a good one, I suppose. My favorite turn 1 attack.
I think Eugene just playing the Ditto because he knows that it's going to take a while before Kyle can actually knock out that Ditto, so he doesn't get access to the Ninetales, so that's why he didn't grab another Vulpix.
Look, definitely the Guardian deck being more of a controlling deck, your opponent has that comfort in knowing that you're not going to start attacking anything before turn 2. So there's no turn 1 shenanigans other than doing 20 and sniping the bench for 20 with the Zonius. That's the most you're doing.
So we see him play Pokegear. There were 2 Pokemon fan. There was a Pokemon fan club and a Professor Alm in the Pokegear, opting not to take any of them. I do know he has a Dedenne in his hand, so he possibly could have taken them to maybe thin his deck by 1 card, but
we see the Ninetales GX, and that's all Eugene cares about right now, right?
Yeah.
The mysterious guidance for the
Cherish Ball
and the Red Candy, to go for the Incineroar, to use Scar Charge, same every time, and it works. It's very consistent, and that's what makes a good deck, right? Consistency is key, and we see Eugene hit it off every time, and that's all that's important, right? So, yeah.
In this matchup, he was able to get rid of that power plant. Otherwise, he wouldn't have had such an explosive turn without
No, of course.
getting the Dark City. So it's...
I know it, he knows it, power plant hurts, so he needs to get rid of power plant as quickly as possible.
So he puts the 3 damage onto the Incineroar, and he's going to Dede change probably. Yep.
Did it change the ability when it comes down to the bench that you can discard your hand and draw a fresh 6, and you can only do 1 did it change turn.
So in that hand we see another stadium. So if you do bump the stadium, he has an answer to it.
Oh man.
But don't see much else in his hand. I think the Darkrai Prism was in his hand.
Darkrai Prism being pretty cool with its ability that when you get to play him, when you play him down, you get to attach 2 dark energies directly to him, and that doesn't count as your attachment for the turn. So if you think about it, Eugene could hit off a Dark Moon on turn 2. If he gets his turn 2 set up with Incineroar, okay, and he attached the energy on turn 1, that's 1 energy, 3 of a Scar Charge, that's 4. If he attaches 2 from his hand with the Darkrai, that's 6 energies, and you are Dark Mooning for a knockout. And if you aren't set up enough, that's pretty much game over. So that would be a very aggressive outlook on the deck. We haven't seen it go off like that, but that would be a very aggressive turn.
So we see he did the Dark Lariat, if I'm not mistaken. That's the Greninja.
Dark Pulse.
Dark Pulse.
Yeah,
he does a Dark Pulse for 130.
It was 130.
And now you used a Great Potion to make it 80.
Well, it was 180, then I reduced it by 50, and then another 50. Looks like my hand is pretty bad. I just custom catch it for 2 cards. But I got the greens. Everything is okay now.
And I think here you're looking for attack switch. So you can attack or switch. A switch and attack switch probably. Just to be able to
switch and attack switch? I'd say attack switch and another supporter. I mean, if I played custom catcher for 2 cards, I need something. Okay, so attack switch for sure. Take that out immediately.
Definitely not grabbing a Fairy Charm.
No.
And a great potion. So you might have drawn 2. Did you draw 2 with the custom catcher or just the 1 card?
Maybe I got 2. No, I did draw 2 for sure. Maybe I got another greens in my hand. Maybe I'm trying to trick you to think I have another greens in my hand.
So now the Guardian has 30 HP, 30 damage on it.
So that's 230 in total with a choice band. So Eugene has to do 200 and
280.
280, yeah. Jeez. See the tag switch. See Collider Storm. How many energies to move? I'm telling him, you haven't used your GX yet. So whether you knock me out there or knock me out there, you're gonna knock me out anyway. So I'm just gonna move these energies. I think yeah, that's my train of thought right there, guys. Play by play of my brain. That's it.
So you move 2.
There is one on the other Guardian already, so suppose I'm still opening up for enough attacks, which I play 3 in the deck at this point. So
I think you also worried that if you do put all of it onto the 1 and Eugene manages to get custom catches, he can take almost all your energy off the board.
That's it.
So we see a Dark City, you're placing that Wondrous Labyrinth, and another Scar Charge.
60 damage on this Incineroar, so setting himself up for a big 310 damage GX.
If he wants to use it.
If he wants to. But he's got options at this point. He's got Greninja Zoroark out with a hell of a lot of energies all over the board. So he's got options.
Yeah, so he's got 9 energies on the board at the moment. Which is that's 300.
You see it? Cynthia. Shuffling in and drawing a fresh hit.
So this Greninja Zoroark could actually take the knockout now with Dark Pulse.
Can it? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 270, 300.
Minus 50, 250.
250. Yes, it can. Greninja Zoroark coming in strong here.
And Eugene plays the Pokemon and puts it back a lone pulp.
Getting a Weavile.
Almost grabbed the Incineroar.
Yeah. At this stage, this is the turning point. I think that well, you just pointed it out. I didn't realize Dark Pulse could take the care here. I was hoping that Incineroar was going to come in GX and finish things up a little bit.
So Eugene wisely moving his energies around.
Don't want a target on that Incineroar's back. And Dark Pulse does 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, plus 30 is 300, minus 50 is 250, that's 280. Just confirming, yes.
That is a knockout.
That is indeed a knockout, and Eugene goes down to 3 prizes. So all pressure is on me right now. And at this point, it looks like history is repeating itself here. We've got that Incineroar on the bench, ready to GX. If I deal with this guy, then Incineroar comes up. I got to deal with the Incineroar now first.
But your hand doesn't look
3
great.
cards in hand.
I think you got a Fairy Energy, a Fairy Charm.
It looks like a Coach Trainer. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a Power Plant there, but I don't think Power Plant does anything. I think right now I was trying to hope to get a custom catcher. Well, double custom catcher in fact.
A Power Plant here just means that Eugene needs 1 more Dark Energy to win the game.
The Incineroar's already got 3.
Yeah, but if he can knock you out with Dark Pulse. If he just gets the 1 more.
That's it. So
Oh yeah, Greninja Zoroark has 2 retreats, so it's got the game really wrapped up, unless you can get rid of that Incineroar somehow.
yeah, well, it doesn't look like I got double custom catcher there. So So I do, and that's the scoop. So Eugene takes
both
it,
options.
and Eugene takes the League Cup 2-1 in the final. And yeah, I mean, Dark Box really showing its colors there at the end. Well, look, in the India, I think that Dark Box came in as a big surprise factor. I don't think anybody would have tested against it, so I think Eugene had that going for him.
I don't think anybody tested against this variant of it, because I know a lot of people were playing it with the Naganadals.
Yes.
And those are a little bit slower than the Incineroar, to be fair.
Yeah, well, it's not really much about the Incineroar as much as it is about Ninetales in Dark Box.
Incineroar, yeah.
Because Incineroar has been played before, but using the Dark Union GX of Zorok Ninja, and really just tying everything together in a much better fashion.
Yeah.
So, wow, again, very awesome. And look, that ends up the series. That ends up the League Cup for Battle Bunker Reforged for Unified Minds. We will be recording the next League Cup and potentially some challenges going forward there. And yeah, we're also going to be doing a lot of other content. Like I said, we're going to be doing some deck profiles. Thinking about doing some pack openings as well for Cosmic Eclipse that's coming out in exactly 2 weeks time. Very, very excited about this. While the pre-release is starting next weekend already, so I'm going to try and get some stock from one of our local game stores, and I'm going to try and do exactly that. Show you guys what I pull, and yeah, I think let's just have a bunch of fun. Curtis, thank you very much for joining me for the commentary.
No problem at all. It was a lot of fun. I think we might do some tabletop testing as well, especially when Cosmic Eclipse comes out, and just testing out the new cards and seeing what's what.
I think testing is the best, and get people to become a little bit more familiar with how the meta works in Cape Town. Guys, again, if you like the videos, please drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you want to see the rest of the content coming out soon. Thanks and cheers.